What God cannot do does not exist. My name is Florence and I'm making this video from Ghana. April 2021, I had an eye problem on the right eye. It was blurry, it was itching, it was swollen, it was tearing. I was rushed to the hospital and the retina specialist attended to me and gave me some suspensions and ointments and oral drugs to use. After a month, it occurred on the other eye, which was a bit funny. I was taken back to the hospital and the same treatment was repeated. September that year, it reoccurred again. That one, just 20 meters away from wherever I'm standing, I would barely be able to read what was ahead of me, and even to identify faces well. Faces were muffled together, black, and it was so devastating. I visited the clinic back, and the doctor, upon some findings earlier on, said I had viral anterior uveitis, acute glaucoma, and Postner-Schulman syndrome. In fact, I was taken aback, all for one person anyway. So he then asked me to do an OCT scan, that is an optical coherence tomography scan, to read behind the eye what was going on, which I did. And the findings from that scan too was that I had bilateral macular edema. This is the report. And then this is the scan of both eyes. With the inflammation in the eye, there was fluid in the eye, hence the difficulty of my vision. I mean, seeing things clearly. So he said, because of the intensity of whatever that was going on in my eye, we had to attack it aggressively. I mean, tackle the treatment aggressively by having an injection surgery in the eye. Other than that, the retina would detach and I may not see again. In fact, I was scared, and then I asked how much, and then they quoted the price to me. It was a huge price, so I used the price as yardstick to hold on or delay procedure, and then I will pray and then see what God will do for me. The same September, a good friend of mine called and introduced me to Nsppd, of which I did not hesitate at all, because then I had listened to Pastor Jerry Essay, his testimony in Nsppd's music or song ministration about the man who had the brain surgery and the woman who was raised from the dead. I always listen to it to motivate myself. Then when I started listening to Nsppd, I studied one pattern, that your case is mentioned as a divine report and then you are healed. So I prayed, and that September, Papa kept mentioning vision, fluid in the eye. If you hold back your testimony, in fact, I keyed into it and I kept praying. And then there was a time it just came as it is, that you had a problem on the other eye, one eye, it's moved to the other eye, and now it looks like you're losing both eyes. Hear me as I hear the Lord. If you hold back your testimony, in fact, I keyed into before he finished. I said, God, it is me, and then I put it on the live screen. It is me. In fact, from there I've started feeling some changes, but then the doctor insisted I had to see a rheumatologist to check my immune system to know what was going on or what is happening. The rheumatologist findings was also that I have an inflammation arthritis, which also needs to be treated. I said, okay. But then I knew Nsppd, so I was not perturbed about the diagnosis. So after some time, I visited for review, and the doctor was so amazed. So last December 2022, when I went to have my last review, he checked again. He was so marveled. He was so surprised. He was like, keep doing what you're doing. Don't change, and keep very visiting, coming for reviews, and you'll be fine. So I was like, okay, so are we going to do this in surgery in the eye, the injections? I said, no, you are fine. There's no injection for you. You are fine. You are okay. There won't be any injection in the eye. And then I was like, so can we do another scan to at least prove that the inflammation is gone? And then the doctor's like, Florence, I said, no, you are healed. Beloved, I'm healed to the glory of God. I'm here to give back God's glory to him, because I asked God to heal me for his glory, and indeed he has done it. I'm grateful to Pastor Jerry and the crew, Pastor Okoro, Pastor K, Mami Eno, all the Nsppd crew. May the oil on your head never runs dry. May God keep replenishes every strength that you lose spiritually and physically, in Jesus' mighty name. For what God cannot do does not exist. Thank you. Bye.